blast from the past for me. So I am excited. We're going right into grands here. Grayson on winner's side, McBanana on loser's side. How's it going, Laurel?
It is doing well, Consort. You know, as Scabs was kind of setting the scene, again, you two were talking about how these players are new to Grand Finals, and so regardless of what happens, a Xanadu Grand Champion, well, a new one will emerge, which is always fun to see. McBanana doing an amazing job taking it over Dexter, but Grayson doing an amazing job kind of beating up McBanana all over the place in this first stock.
Yeah, and this is a run back of winners finals that Grayson was ultimately able to take. So McBanana's going to need to find some secret sauce here that wasn't there in that first set and make it extend for 2 sets to take this. But you know, absolutely, we've seen it happen before. We may just see it happen again. Catching the top just effortlessly like that.
I mean, I can totally see McBanana understanding the matchup from the way they recover off stage. They definitely know what they're doing. And at the same time, Grayson's just very, very good, and Rob is very difficult to fight. So at the same time, even though he's doing great, he needs a little bit more punch.
Yeah, that up air there, going to seal McBanana's fate for that first stock. And now off stage again, man, the last place you want to be against this Rob with the get-up attack is going to get them out of that corner. At least, maybe not.
And, you know, get a little more extra credit on this stock as McBanana is hoping to find something, but really struggling at the moment because Grayson is just doing a great job dominating center stage, controlling neutral. For the most part, not letting Roy do Roy things, rather. As McBanana is just, McBanana is like living on a prayer with some of these things. I like that, though. Short hop in the mix-up of double-edged dance is more than a stock. Hopefully he can stop the bleeding on the second one, though, because 88% versus Rob, a difficult one to come back on, for sure. Yeah,
definitely makes life difficult, but not undoable. You are at that percentage where Rob can just take away one of your stocks for a variety of very small mistakes, but just don't make any mistakes. That's the secret. And that may just be, you know, I said that kind of sarcastically, but it seems to be what McBanana is pulling off here right now. He's playing some very solid neutral and just finding clean openings.
You can see he's using movement and just staying evasive, and that's what's so important. You need to kind of be tricky against someone of Grayson's skill level and quality. So using movement, using mix-ups, doing everything he can to kind of keep it close, try to get an edge as possible, and just making it ambiguous for Grayson. So once they commit, it can be a little bit too much, as these two are just sending each other to the blast zones back and forth endlessly.
Wow, Grayson
How
is
many up
really...
airs? Stop!
Grayson!
He's not there anymore! Leave him alone!
Just in case, what if McBanana dashed back in? That could have happened. Grayson was ready.
Oh, untechable back air. I love the awareness from McBanana, realizing that high rage, high Rob equals first death in a hot second, as now McBanana's taking the lead.
And taking the, dare I say, calculated hit on the top there just to be out of range of that setup, but not able to get back on the ledge afterwards. We are down to 1 stock left apiece. I mean, we're down to the line here. Oh no, but just as I say that, we have some theft on the stream. I was ready for an incredible last stock to kick off this set with 2 newcomers in grand finals, and Rob said, what if I top to rotor arm instead? Is that cool? Is that good enough?
Rob is not an acronym. It's a shorthand, and of course it's robbery. That's his full name. That is his full name is robbery. I mean, McBanana copying a Rob and a gyro place there.
Yeah. Grayson taking game 1 off of that, but we still got our ways to go here, going right back to PS2. Why not? Where else is there to go?
Even an MDVA special, baby. Like we do not go anywhere else besides PS2, and a lot of top players agree. Like they just go here, don't care, don't think about it too much. That's how you know you made it. If you just don't even care anymore, you're just like, yeah, we're just going to PS2.
Yeah, exactly. That is how you know that's how you know you're good. If you're just running it back to PS2 and you're winning, sometimes.
Even if you lose, the fact that you're just running back, you don't care, shows something about you. You're MDVA for sure.
Oh, that top. What do?
You die. That's what you do.
That is one of the top items in the game.
It's top 2. It's hard to say between that and McBanana.
It is a top 2.
It is a top 2, in fact.
The nair, gliding away with that nair pressure. I love that McBanana is not afraid to go for the grabs. You know, a lot of Kuroi players, they don't want to grab a whole lot because, you know, you don't get a whole lot off of it. But, like, just take it to win the neutral. And that is exactly what McBanana is willing to do sometimes, just to break up the momentum and put someone on the back foot.
And the conditioning aspect of that is so important because, hey, speaking of conditioning, you're getting shampooed, conditioner, and you're getting all sorts of wash right now. That is so difficult if you're McBanana, just Rob is so difficult to fight at a lot of points, and so finally finding purchase with that back air more than enough to take that stock, but you still need one more before you even it up. McBanana definitely trying their heart out right now, and Grayson's doing everything they can to make sure it's not happening.
Yeah, Rob is one of those characters. One of the things, I mean, obviously it's difficult to fight because Rob can take away stocks just for at any time, for any reason. Jab block into the side B, puts you in an awful spot. There's a top on the ledge again. We may just be seeing exactly that. But the other reason is, if you ever seen those like graphics where someone shows like what a character's burst chart looks like, right? Like what area can they cover in like under a certain amount of time that you just have to be aware of at all times? Rob's is like the whole stage. The laser is pretty quick. The top is pretty quick. That back air is pretty quick, and it kills you.
I love the awareness from Grayson to call out the jump there, realizing that McBanana's in such a tight spot that you need that McBanana's going to scramble for an option. Okay,
yeah.
What do I do there? I am terrified. I'm at kill percentage. I'm at ledge versus Rob. What do I do? Please, please. He prays to every deity in the Pantheon. Nobody's responding to him. He jumps, he dies, and that's just rough.
I'm not up to date on my Fire Emblem lore, but I believe it's a fairly large Pantheon.
Yeah, and speaking of Pantheon, you need a God Slayer if you want to take down someone as mighty as Grayson. So you're going with Ike.
Yeah.
Ike, big, chunky boy, big Nair to play the neutral for him. The recovery will be decently exploitable, so he needs to be careful in that regard. But he has longer tools, and that might help him space out Rob a little bit more. But right now, he's getting juggled to hell and back.
I love this pick because, like, okay, the big downside of this pick is your recovery gets exploited, but like your recovery was getting exploited as Roy. What does it really change? You at least have that extra range, that extra safety to play this neutral out with. And, you know, I feel like a lot of people haven't seen a whole lot of Ike since the buffs quite a few patches back, but this character's got actually some pretty disgusting kill setups.
He does, and that's what's important, is that you don't lose the kill setups like you would on Roy. Both of them still have that fantastic kill power, so you're not really losing it, you're just kind of exchanging it in a different way. And I love Grayson's, like, Grayson is just like, I know you're tomahawking me, doesn't matter. Like, he's so aware of what McBanana wants to do, and it doesn't apply anymore. And Rob going wild right now. McBanana is just getting bounced all over the place, cannot find anything for himself.
Oh, is that enough distance? Oh!
Whoa. And still living.
No one died.
I was going to say,
that.
As Rob, you can just downer spike at the very top of Ike because he loses that armor once he's grabbing that, grabbing the sword, which is grabbing Ragnell. But hey, he finds it anyway. A nice up air swing and a hit.
Ether clicking to ledge jump up air, and that looked pretty true to me.
Hey, I mean, I'm just a commentator. I don't know these things. But if I see it happen, I know it's true. It did happen.
But let it rain. You're a commentator. You're supposed to pretend that you know. That's the.
I only know what I know. What can I say?
Oh wow, the laser, air dodging right through it. Really, again, keeping an eye on those options. It doesn't matter what range you're at, you're still in danger. And Grayson, McBanana, very well aware of that at this point.
All right, if I'm McBanana, I'm honestly hoping for an Aether trade. That is as best as you could do with this stock, but no, you're getting sniped by the gyro. This could be a clean cut 3-0 if McBanana doesn't make a major change right now. And major change might not be in the works because Grayson is just going all up and down all around. McBanana finds some footing, getting some percentage.
Yeah.
He's starting to win some battles, but the part is, can you win the greater war? Even you're parrying, and there is some armor that's going to help him out.
Yeah, the armor on that is incredible, too. I mean, Chrome's got a little bit of that as well, but it just seems like the Ike armor tanks through a whole lot more. And look, through the Nair even, just throw it out there. Do not jump in my airspace. This is my airspace.
All right, now can you secure your stock, McBanana? This is where things also off stage. Never go off stage because things get very dangerous. It is a very terrifying time if he ever loses stage control. So he has to play it just immaculately.
Yeah, and oh wow, hovering out, waiting out the Nair, the back air.
Does it? Okay, McBanana can even it up here. He is down, certainly not out. He just needs to realize and play cool before things get too dicey, but at triple-digit %, this is where Grayson can just make all the money off of some grabs, off of some gyro conversions, off of a back air like that.
Yeah, having to pick up the top, having to deal with that still.
The patience. The patience to know that. Grayson coming in from Texas, showing us up, taking a 3-0 over McBanana and taking Smash at Xanadu.
Wow, and just, there are times when you're playing a character like Rob, arguably could be called at least partially a trap character with the way those top setups work, that you put someone in a situation and you just let them undo themselves. You know, you just let them snare themselves further in the trap, and that's exactly what we saw in that last sequence. I mean, the top was in one place, Grayson was in another, McBanana's caught in the middle, and Grayson did a whole lot of nothing. Just waited for McBanana to make the mistake that was going to cost them the game.
Yeah.
And that patience was 100% rewarded.
And having the ability to be patient in that point is so useful. And Grayson putting on excellent display, putting MDV on blast as they take this Xanadu. Good stuff all around to all our competitors and players tonight. But that is going to be it for the tournament. But stay tuned for the Sora Invitational. I think Scabs and I are going to be doing that. So I'm going to be staying on the consort. I think this is it for you.
Yep, so I will be jumping off. It was a pleasure commentating for y'all tonight. I'll be jumping on here for Scabs, but...
We got a best of 3 or best of 5 single elimination tournament for Sora Invitational.
I think we're going to go ahead